Shalom, shalom, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakadash, and double honors unto the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers of the Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect. This is Brother Rabbi Yamia here to share another lesson. And the title of this lesson is Say Less to These People in the World. Right? These people, they have spirits on them. When you go out there in different establishments, you don't know what mindset or spirit these people in. If you have any jokes, joke with the brothers, joke with the Aquat. Say less to these people. Go do your business. Let the yea be yea and nay be nay. Boom. And leave. Right? Because these people are dealing with the stresses in the world and the spiritual test that Yahweh Shai is putting on them that is plaguing their lives. Alright? So walk circumspectly. I want to share this portion of scripture before I go into the article. And this is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, right? So observing the times, not only being aware of your surroundings, i.e. looking around, but also knowing of the times that we are living in. We are in the last days. We are approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. And not only would be a troubling time for Jacob, but for the other nations as well. A lot of people is under pressure. They're on the edge, looking over, right? And they are catching hell. And they have no outlet for all the sins that's going on in this world, for all the pressures. They have no outlet. The mud is dying down. The vices that people had, the enjoyments, the joys that people had to make the day cooler or better is now unaffordable. So if they could take something out on you, or if they could vent on you, they will do so in various forms. Alright? It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. So we are in evil times. So say less to these people. There's a time you could have been more, more open with people. You could have talked to them. You understand? And it wouldn't have been a violent situation. Because, when I was growing up in my dad's time, a man could have spoken to another man about something that's bothering him. And the other man wouldn't fight him, pull out a knife or pull out a gun and try to put him down, you know what I'm saying? But we are living in a different time. This generation is a weak and sinful generation. So they expect them to do anything. So I'm going to read this article by the Lawyer Herald to show you that the times that we're living in, published also by Daniel Ong. This is father of 7 fatally shot after confronting fellow passenger who was talking too loudly on the phone. And it says, a 41-year-old father of 7, Jonathan Pettigrew, was fatally shot aboard a BX-36 bus. So like it says, a 41-year-old father of 7, Jonathan Pettigrew, was fatally shot aboard a BX-36 bus in the Bronx. After confronting a fellow passenger who was talking loudly on a cell phone, police said. It says the shooting occurred around 2:30 p.m. on Monday, June 8th. So that was 4 days ago, near the intersection of White Plains Road and East Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. Surveillance shows passengers rushing off the bus as Pettigrew collapsed on the sidewalk after being shot in the stomach. He was reported to Jacobi Hospital, where he was pronounced dead, according to Los Angeles Times. Pettigrew confronted another passenger who was speaking loudly on his cell phone, and the argument escalated before the passenger shot him and fled the scene. Police described the suspect as a young man in his teens wearing a white t-shirt who fled south on White Plains Road. No arrests have been announced, and the investigation still remains ongoing. Continuing on, it says Jonathan Pettigrew was on his way to pick up one of his daughters after work when the shooting occurred, people reported. His brother Avery Pettigrew said he worked at a restaurant and lived with his 7-year-old daughter. Avery described his brother as an aspiring rapper who was a good kid and very into sports. Avery Pettigrew told reporters, They told me my brother, golly. They told me my brother was deceased, and I didn't believe it. He added, I just want justice and hope he pays for what he does. The NYPD has asked anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS, as per CBS News. The incident has drawn attention to dispute over cell phone use on public transportation. The shooting follows a pattern of violence stemming from minor arguments on New York City Transit, though officials emphasize that such escalations remain rare. But judgment is judgment, man. It was his time. Says police continue searching for the gunman as the case moves forward. And that brings us to the end of the article. I guess, going to pick up his young daughter wasn't motivation enough, to not get into arguments or scuffles with people. You can't speak to people like you used to years ago, man. You know what I mean? And this is why we need to be, wise. We need to walk circumspectly in these last days. You can't joke with people like you used to. So as a form, if you're not really a close relative, friend, to me, I don't say too much to people. You understand? Unless out there in the spirit, somebody says something to me pertaining to what's going on, then I may say a few more things. But other than that, I'll keep it moving, man. Yeah, nay, hi, goodbye. And that's it. Even that hi and goodbye, I reduce a lot because people, they got demons on them. Even something like you say good morning because they are not having a good morning. They'll be angry with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to play this video that they have on the news. I'm going to share a script here at the end and close it out. Yeah, so be careful dealing with people. If you're a talkative person, you're a friendly person, and you don't know yet how to be silent or not to say much with around people, ask your Most High for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding when dealing with people out there in the world, when you leave your house, when you go out your door. All right, and He's going to direct your path. All right. So this is Fair Use to PIX News 11. PIX 11 News. My channel is not monetized. I'm not making any video from your production video. I'm using your video for commenting and teaching purposes. So fair use, fair use.
Fine moments on board an MTA bus in the Bronx. A man is shot to death right in front of other passengers. Pix 11's Eileen LaPalmer has more from Parkchester.
Well, that shooting happened as the bus pulled up here to the traffic light on the corner of East Tremont Avenue and White Plains Road. There are many businesses nearby, but people we spoke to say they did not hear the gunshot in the middle of the afternoon, and many didn't realize what was going on. This is among the surveillance videos under review by police. You see the BX36 bus pull up on East Tremont Avenue, then passengers running off following the shooting on board. One person darts into oncoming traffic on White Plains Road to get away.
40 y pico de minutos esta guagua para aquí. ¿Y qué pasa?
Martin Gomez was on the bus behind where the shooting happened. He said they were stuck on board for 40 minutes because the driver wouldn't open the doors and let them out.
La persona la sacaron en una ambulancia.
When I got there, they were just starting to put the yellow tape.
Another man who didn't want his face on camera saw the 41-year-old victim on the sidewalk after the shooting. People say he stumbled off the bus after he was shot.
I seen the guy on the floor, but I didn't see no blood. So this story was like maybe heat stroke until like a couple of minutes later, ambulance came.
It's not known what led up to the fatal shooting that happened around 2:30 Monday afternoon. The chair of Division 1 of the union that represents the bus drivers said in a statement to Pix 11 News, "In our title as bus operator, we are required to operate the bus safely, be a police officer, a referee, an ambulance driver, and in this case, a city morgue. The mental load that comes with being a bus operator far outweighs the already difficult task of navigating safely throughout the system."
I never heard that around here. That's the first time I see that something like that happen.
And police say that shooter did run away. And again, they are reviewing surveillance video. No one arrested yet. We are here in the Parkchester section of the Bronx. Eileen LaPalmer, Pix 11 News.
That's a true statement about bus drivers having that extra stress on them. Just ask a SEPTA driver and they'll tell you. Let me see. This is Colossians chapter 4 and verse 5. It says, "Walk with wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the times." All right, so it relates with Ephesians 5 and 15. All right, so walk with wisdom toward them that are without. People are more ignorant and arrogant than before. You're on the bus, you're in a business establishment, you're just there briefly to handle your business or for a commute, and then you will be gone. You understand? In and out. Alright. Compared to your whole day, you're just there but for a moment. So let your words be seasoned with salt. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, or say nothing at all, you know what I mean? And keep it moving so that you may live. Now is not the time to make foolish decisions. Alright? So again, say less to these people in the world. Until next time, shalom.